Hello and welcome back to Factor Y. It's been a bit since the last time we were here, about a couple weeks, but there's been an update. Actually, the update just released today as I'm recording this. It's been one that we've been expecting for quite some time, and it is the next minor version, version 0.8.3, and hopefully there's some new features on here that we can take good advantage of. So the first major new feature is nuclear power. This release introduces nuclear power. It's a new late-game feature that allows you to produce large amounts of power once you set everything up properly. There's now uranium ore fields on some of the planets. Uranium can be mined like any of the other ores. Once you research nuclear power, you'll have access to a centrifuge, which separates the uranium into the isotopes U-235 and U-238, the nuclear reactor, which burns U-235 to produce a lot of power, and the nuclear waste reactor, which uses both U-235 and U-238 to produce some power. This release also adds new modifiers to improve the nuclear power productions. There are planets with no, little, and much uranium, and he's included an example of the research, or what the buildings look like when you do this. One of the great new features that he's implemented in this update is that you no longer lose progress. Going from version to version, when something has changed in the save, he has set up save game migrations from the previous version to this one, and maybe even other previous versions of the game that are more recent. So anything probably 0.8 or later, but don't quote me on that. So you'll now see in the save game menu here, you can see all of my save games, V1, and we're on V2 right now because, well, this is 0.8.3, so it kind of will show you the old saves and the old save versions and the new save versions, and the current save versions are in different colors. So uranium is now available on Wally, and the good news is because of that, Wally is no longer useless. We'll have to still get there. We'll have to unlock uranium or nuclear power, and then we'll head over there and start setting that up, just like we did with Jeff in the last handful of episodes. And then we can start setting up some nuclear power, probably just ship the uranium back, but maybe we'll do the processing there. We'll kind of just see what the numbers are and then go with that. But that also leads me to the tech tree rewrite or rework. Now everything is a little bit more organized, and the colors, of course, indicate whether you can research the thing now or not, whether it's available to you to research now or not, I should say. And so we can more easily see what things are related to each other. So like crossings 1, crossings 2, crossings 3, belts 2 and belts 3 because belts 1 are unlocked at the beginning, arms 2, 3, and 4 because ones, of course, are unlocked at the beginning, and so on and so forth. And he's also removed a lot of the interdependence of requiring different things to unlock something else. Now it's pretty linear by item, which is nice to see as well. Maybe there's still some interdependence, especially on the sciences, but other than that, I think everything else is pretty straightforward. Like, for example, if we look at over here, this requires nuclear power. No, that's nuclear power. Where did I see one that I wanted to do? Maybe there isn't one that I wanted to do. This one over here is the one we're working on. It's highlighted, selected, distribution Mark 1. That one we need to figure out and work on yet once it unlocks. And then that also unlocks further distribution. There was one other thing that we had done that I don't remember what it was now, that we wanted to do more of. Might have been this, item stacking. It might have been item stacking. We need to do generic modules yet, which we could actually do now because it no longer has the prerequisite that I don't remember what it was, that we couldn't get yet. But I think we want to do maybe crossings 3 next, and then, keep working on those types of things, just to kind of keep science going, since I heard the one ding for distribution. So we'll take a look at those things in just a moment. But this is a much cleaner version of the tech tree with less, side connections and things like that. There's also been improvements to the modules. So now you can stop the progression of a module instead of having to wait for it to finish. When you know something's wrong or whatever, you can just stop it. That way it doesn't try to keep calculating. The upgrade and replace behavior of items, entities on the ground is much improved now. For example, now when you place a Mark II machine over top of a Mark I machine, it will automatically keep the recipe for that machine, which is really nice. Some performance improvements as well, both on rendering and item removal. And the inventory overlay for storages has been improved. Now, fortunately, I don't think I have. Wait, this is still... Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. It doesn't save your planet locations from... your world cameras from visit to visit. I forgot about that. So unfortunately, we don't have any storages that have multiple items, but now they're more in a grid format so that they're not just in a super long line. And also, filter arms can now retrieve an item. Why are you not? I know why you're not. Okay. Filter arms can now retrieve an item that is not the first item in the list. If it's an unfiltered arm, it will retrieve from beginning to end. If it's a filtered arm, it will retrieve that item if that item exists in the storage, which is also super handy because, well, we had that problem a handful of episodes ago as well. Thank you, Martin, for all of this stuff. Let's see, there was one other thing that I wanted to highlight in the other minor improvements. Maybe I did it already. I guess I did it already. Okay. In that case, that's basically the extent of the update. So we're just going to go ahead and take a look at where we're at with everything because, well, it's been a couple of weeks. And I want to kind of just talk about where we're at so that we can get started. So first off, we are shipping titanium back from Jeff to Hope. We also are shipping, I think, still coal from Hope to Jeff. We might have turned that one off, though. Jeff is still having power problems, so we're going to want to take care of that. We should see about putting this down. Okay, that's good. And then I need to do... can I do... Yes, sort of. Do this. And that's about right, but it might not be totally right. It's actually not totally right. It should be one more in that direction. Which means I need to just do 1, 2. Yeah, right there. And that didn't give me hardly any at all. Okay, that's fine. Well, they get us started anyway, but yeah, Jeff is still having power problems because we're still expanding power here. And then, otherwise, I think the bulk of the action's happening over here on Hope. We are making our T5s here. We are bringing in that titanium, although it's a little behind. We have 2 flights inbound, I guess is what that's telling me. Let's see, we have... That one's outbound. Inbound. There's 2 outbound ones and an inbound one here that I'm seeing. Oh, here's the other inbound one. So we may not need to keep sending coal over there because we have so much. So let's disable coal again, just because. There we go. It's gone. There's... Well... Oh, it just... Okay, we just sent one. Perfect timing, Wally. So that will send in the... That'll stop sending coal for a little while. We can send it again later, but that'll stop it for a while because we have a lot there. We had like 40,000 there. Okay, so the next thing we need to do is probably take a look at some of this other stuff that we have not yet built. And so we should go through the assembler menu and see what else we have to build. The unstacker and the stacker. The underflow and overflow Mark II. And then we also have... what else? Let's see. All the Mark III belts. We have not done any of those yet. So we're going to want to do those. And their components, but we're working on crossings, and then we got to do the splitters and mergers. We also have the distributor, which we just unlocked. Distributes items of its inputs evenly between all of its outputs. I'd like to play with that some, because that might be very useful in some of our plans. Arms, I think we're making both Mark III arms. We also have a Mark IV arm that we unlocked. Let's see where we're at with Mark IIIs, just because, again, it's been so long. There's a 3, there's another 3, and there's the 3 long. Okay, so we need the Mark IV arms also. Where's that at? Here it is. And we just finished Crossings Mark III, so I should probably put that in here, just for fun. Let's go back into vSearch, and let's do the Mark III. Should do the assembler. We should also do these things over here. It's kind of interesting that belts and crossings are way over here, and then the other belt stuff is all over here. It feels like it should be something that you put together because it's all belt stuff. So let's do the splitters or the two belt mixing. Yeah, two belt mixing, which gives us the splitters and mergers. These are researching very fast, except for the Mark 1s. We may need to add more Mark 1 research, but we'll see. So those two, distributor, and then we have arms Mark 4. We need to get the long arm Mark 4 next also. And then we have the Mark 3 burners, furnace burners already going. I feel like we do, but I also feel like I don't necessarily want to keep doing burner-based smelting. So I don't know that I want to set those up. But we are making them, so that's fine. Never mind. Never mind. And I'm running out of space here for my what's next library, so maybe we move this around someplace else. Put this over here, maybe, or maybe out here. Big open space here. Maybe I should even group it by different things. Stacker, this is belt stuff, all belt stuff, more belt stuff, arm stuff maybe. And then miners Mark 3 I believe we have because we just didn't use them. Yeah, I'm still doing that, Martin. I don't know what I'm doing. Miners Mark 3 we have someplace. I think. Here? Yeah. Okay. So then who's next? Those we've got. Burner Mark 4 seems like something we don't have, but I don't know that I want to keep doing burner-based power either. 1, Mark 2, Mark 3. Yeah, we don't have burners Mark 3. So that's another thing to add on to this. We'll put that down another row then, I guess. And then we should also have one more thing, I think. Cargo ship Mark II. Faster and more fuel efficient. What's the additional cost of that? 5,000 titanium plate. So that's going to be a little bit of time yet before we decide to switch to those, just because of all the titanium plate. We just need to mine more, smelt more, and ship more before we do that. And then I think maybe Influencer Mark III would be the only other thing that might not be on here. But I have no memory of that one specifically. But yeah, I feel like we're not making those. Because I think Mark IIs are like right in here someplace. No, they're not right in there. Oh, are they over here? We did make them fairly early. Over here? There's the Mark II, so we're not making Influencers Mark III either. Okay. Where am I at? Over here. So we'll keep that one in mind as well. So let's take a look at these. Well, first of all, the stackers, I think, should be something we talk about because... Where are those at? Selection-wise. Oh, they're right here in the last menu. Right. These will create stacks of items. Yep. Yep. And that goes on a belt, which means that makes our belts stacked much higher. These are belt Mark III required things. We never set up the underflow and overflow 2s. Eventually we might need those. We only need the Mark 1s for these, plus mergers and computers. So the challenge is going to be, do we steal from here? From whichever one of these is mixers, that one there, plus the overflows and underflows here, or do we set those up as a separate build? And I think it's probably better off as a separate build if we want these distributors. I'd like to see them. Unfortunately, I'd like to do this without having to set the whole thing up just to see what they do, to see how they work. But it is only copper and iron, so we could just do it, I guess. So we're going to need to have some belts being made. We'll just steal this one, Mark 1 belts. That can go maybe just down here. And then we need to make, you need mergers, overflows, and underflows. So we'll do a merger building. Wait a minute. It says merger. That's these, not the other things. Right? Yeah, that's merger 2 though. Merger 1. Right? Merger 1? Merge mark 1, overflow mark 1, and underflow mark 1. Yeah, that's what we want. Okay, and then a computer. Right, computer 2. So that and this making this one. Oh, there's the 2-belt mixing. And this one, and then let's go ahead and do V-search, and we'll do this one. 3-belt mixing and flow control. Even though we probably don't need flow control. What I should have done probably was watch to see which research is finished first, because then I know which ones I need to expand. But 5s are done, 4s are done. Looks like 3s will be done pretty soon. And so I think it's down to the 1s, so those are ones we need to expand probably. You need chips, which is fine. You also need splitters. This is 1 every 512 each. The splitter's going to be... That's the merger. Splitter's going to be 1 every 1024. Really? Okay. And then we need to have the distributor also, which I can just grab from here. You need one of each every 2048, which means that this we only need 1 every 4 cycles of each of these. So that means that actually I can use one of these. Yes. I can share one of these between these two. That works out nicely. Let's move that out of the way. Put this in between them. This up there. We need rods for this. These need chips. That's fine. And you need rods as well. You need anything else? Just all belts at that point? Yeah, sort of. So let's kind of do that. Then those plus chips, and we can bring the chips in on the bus. So then computers. What's the computer take again? I can't never remember. There it was. Lots of copper. We need 1 computer every 2048. This makes 1 every 1024, so we need half of this right off. That means we need 1 chip. Well, 2 chips every 2048. That's fine. 1 cable every 2048. See what the cable looks like again. Cable. Every 2048 means that we need half of one of these, so we need here 4 wire every 2048 plus 4 wire every 2048 is 8 wire every 2048. And this makes 2 wire every 512, which is 8 every 2048. That can be split between these two. And then iron plate is fine. Okay, so we're kind of getting somewhere. Can I make this different and or better? Possibly. Possibly. You're going to need 2 rods every 2048. And you're going to need 2 rods every 2048. No, you're going to need 2 rods every 1024. 4 every 2048. So we need 6 rods every 2048. What's the rod recipe look like? Plenty of room for both of those to share, if I can come up with a good design here. So let's do, let's connect these like this, maybe. Nope. There. We'll bring this one in. We'll put the rods in between the two, maybe. You. Down here. You're the only thing that needs iron? No, you need iron as well. Okay, so this needs to come out to connect to here. That's the odd one out. Oh, you know what I just noticed? There's no alert sound when you accidentally try to delete something that your cursor's not over. Thank you, Martin, for that. I didn't know I needed it. Let's see. I'd like to direct insert that if I could, but I'd also potentially want to have the iron easily accessible here. Plus, I need to be able to sneak this into there as well. So I guess I won't direct insert that. And then you need copper galore here. So let's do this and this. And that might be enough of a build for me. Let's get some belts in here. You're going to have... I did this wrong. I need more space here. Four spaces instead. Just because I don't know... Well, I only need 2 belts, 3 belts every 2048. And this is making 1 belt every 321. So actually, this is plenty. So this will come out. Could come out. That's an error, though. Okay, that's still fine. There, please. And then we can do arms here, like this. This and not that. That. You come down, you go up. There should be plenty. This goes into both of those. You need chips as well. Okay, then these need to all move over by 1. That's fine. I can get the chips up through here. At least 1. Possibly more. No, I think that's okay. Let's see how that works. Chips can come in through here. You can grab from there. You can grab from here and here. We'll do a long arm outputting these here because there's plenty of time for that. You only need 1 every 2048, so that's plenty of time. Iron can come in somewhere in between these two, or it could just come in like this and then make a turn. There, or maybe up here even. Crossing there, and then you can grab from the crossing. That would work. Copper can come in over here. Actually, copper only needs to go that far. Even better. Copper comes in over here. So you need chips. You need chips. You need chips. That's this belt. I think that'll work out okay. Let's see. So arms here, you go this way, and then you two go that way. This goes direct insert into there. I need to get a belt from this over to here, though. And I need to also grab those chips. And the iron. Okay. Crossing. You'll output onto a crossing here. And then this belt can go this way. Up to there. And over to here like that. And you can grab from there. That's obnoxious, but hey, what are you going to do? You drop onto the crossing. This is iron, so you can grab from there. You can grab from there. You can also grab a chip here, and a chip here. That gives you all 4 things you need. You've got chips, iron, cable, and wire. You've got chips and splitters. You've got chips and splitters. You've got the rods you need, plus the belts you need. Same thing here. I think this is okay. It's disturbing, but I think it's okay. So, as previously mentioned, 4 ingredients in here. Plus iron comes in here, too. Yeah, iron comes in here, too. This way. That should be fast enough, because this is 321. Onward. You can split there, and you can also split here. You also will need a crossing for this eventually and that eventually. Just going to run them all down to the end. Copper comes down until we need a crossing. Really? I only have mark 1 belt of copper? Okay. Crossing there, and then a splitter all the way down here at the end. I see the chips are going, or the belts are going rather. That's good. And then chips are already here, and they get a split here. You can split like that. This will go up, of course. This will come up, of course. This will go up, of course, and I think I can just connect those in, right? I hope. I forgot to insert the copper there. Let's see how this goes. So you're going to output into a box. I forgot about that part, too. Not a box, a magic thingy. This. And I want you to limit your count to, like, 10. And that would be, hopefully, will be distributors. Waiting on belts up here. You're catching all the belts. Yeah, that's fine. It'll be fine once things balance out. I could set this to have a throughput. But I have to remember how those work. I don't think I'm going to. I think we'll just make a merger every 1024. Well, let's try it. Every nth tick. 2048th tick? I guess? That should be fine. Yes, there's an extra one on the belt. That's fine. We'll get there. You have the merger, which is that. You still haven't gotten these yet. You haven't gotten splitters because you're not getting enough belts. Right. So that'll help by just turning that down. That'll keep this from stealing so many. But we could also add another one of these, I suppose. We don't need it because we only need 1, 2, 3 belts every 2048. No, we need more than that. We need 4 every 8 belts there, and 4 belts there. We need 12 belts every 2048. Math Wally. 2048 divided by 12. 170, so I'm going to need 2 of these guys. That'll give me 1 every 160 or so. Should be fine. That's good. Here. There. And we keep them together because what I could also do is turn this and then do something like this and then split that. That way they get to use a little more evenly. We'll put a splitter in there. That way they can use them a little more evenly. Because this will keep them... We don't want it even because this needs 2 for every one that goes here. Ooh, I could do that. That'll use them the way that I want them. That's so stupid. Hey, but it works. Or should work, I should say. So let's try that out. I see you just lit up. You haven't gotten a splitter yet, and these are going to fight. That's the problem with this system. I could say that you can only grab 1 every 2048. And then I can copy that up here. That might help. Actually, that will help. That actually will help, but it could have helped a lot elsewhere, too. Of course, you grab the first one again. But you'll wait now, because this is going to finish in 1024, so you'll grab the next one, I think. Why, you no grab? Oh, you did. Okay, good. Excellent. I had to wait the full 2048, I guess. I don't know. So I think this will work. What do we have? What are we missing? Underflows. We're producing that right now. There we go. And we're producing. Excellent. So we can try out this distributor now. I can delete it from my queue over here. Something finished along the way that I don't remember what we started. It was the splitters. We could do this one as well, then, I guess. The priority stuff. Although, again, I don't know if we're going to do those. But let's do splitters and mergers. Mark 3 here. You. Belt. Whichever one that one is. And then the other one. That was merger. This is splitter. Definitely want to do those. These just take motors. That's not so bad. Belts 2 and motors. Motors, belts 2, belts 2 and motors. We're making motors here dedicated for these arms. We're making motors dedicated for the Mark II belts already. We just need more motors. If that's the case, that makes this easy. Thank you for easy mode, Martin. 2 motors, I think the other ones are only 1. These are 8. But I could get behind this. Oh, it's arms. Over here, one more. But those are 1 motor. Yeah, so that's the difference. Okay, I think I can handle that. We just need to take this, make it into Mark IIIs, and then take the motors with, and then turn those into Mark III parts, right? Why does that seem too easy? I don't know why that seems too easy. Let's take these. This, I should say, not these. Just one thing. That'll be coming from here. I may want to expand this, so I don't want to build it up here. I may have to move this stuff out of the way. But if I do that, I guess I can just maybe... Well, probably just this. I think these will be fine. I may have to move this coal, and if that's the case, I'm just going to take this and make it electric. Because, yeah, it'll be fine. Okay, so you're going to take both of these, and then you'll output... No, I don't like that idea as much. I also need more motors than belts. Maybe I should do these over here, then. I think I should. And I think I should move this elsewhere, too, then. Yeah, let's do these starting here. We'll do a few of them. Let's say 4. I don't know how many. We may add more later, but I don't know how many. This can be moved elsewhere. These will come then out of here. And they can go in with the motors into something else. Yeah, let's move this out of the way. These are Mark who? Mark 1s. And that's getting merged here to make that Mark 2. Oh, because there's 2 Mark 1s coming together. Okay, let's just replace those for now with Mark 1 furnaces then. Electric. Electric. And then we'll take this all out. Just to lose all that coal. That's fine. Let's see. You are... Yeah, I'm kind of right. The RT1s are the issue here. So we'll probably end up building another set of that at some point along the way. Let's get rid of this. It's easier. Requires electricity then, but it's easier. Although we're going to have electricity issues here. At some point very soon. So maybe I should add some more electricity. You come up here. There. You. Is that one good? I guess that one is good. I guess I could maybe add another column of this instead of being totally obnoxious all the time. I can't start it way down here, but we could start it up here someplace. How about right in there? And you're out. Okay, that's fine. You. Get the idea. We'll start a whole other column of this. Nope, not there. As we get more stuff made, of course. Alrighty. So that... Where are we at? Over here? Yeah, you all will get those. And then from there, these can go into a box. A short box. That'd be like this one, where it takes 200 before we start making the components. That'll go, say, here. Question is, do I want to leave space for more of this? And I think I do. So maybe I should bring those down instead. issue with that's going to be that I don't have room to do this correctly. I come down, come across here, and then go up. The problem is I want to do something like this, but I want the motors to be available over here also. But I want the motors to be near. We know that's coming out. I suppose. Well, let's set up the other line here. So it's going to be basically this, but with the Mark IIIs, all of those things. So let's go grab all those machines. Wait, did I do? Where you at? There you are. I didn't do the other 2 recipes yet. Oops. You all can come with me. This, and I'm just putting... Yeah. So you need to go up with 3 spaces in between. Actually, I could have left that there. And I can make these into mixer and splitter, Mark III. And then this one just outputs onto the bottom, right? And on its own? Yeah. 50 of each. Sure. Do that next. There, there, and here. Not counting that one. And these take so many motors, and, well, they take a lot of belts, too, but they take at least as many motors as belts, oftentimes twice as many. That's weird, there's only 2 and 2. Well, that one's 2 and 8. Oh, wait, I did mixer... I did Mark II mixers there. Yeah, that would have been bad. There we are. That's why. 2 and 8, that's 4 times. 2 times... And then 2 times there, yeah. So I do want to have the motors. And then I can't put these any further over in case I want more motors later. So they have to go like this. So in that case, maybe this gets moved over. So I need to swap... You just split and then swap these. Okay, let's put in a... Mixer, Mark I. I'm not going to put it in there, but let's put it in like this. That'll send these over there. These can crisscross each other and bring this one over here. You'll be on... Well, let's see. We need... Motors, belts, belts, motors. This needs to go over by 1 more. A little close there. It's fine. This one needs to end up here. This needs to be motors, so from that. This needs to come over here. You go that way. That would actually work. Put a crossing in here. This can turn to come this way. This is this one. This one goes this way, comes up. This is gonna be spaghetti, but it's gonna be fun spaghetti. Like that. This one will go this way and then up like this. Need 2 crossings here. These belts come in like this and do this, that, and this. So dumb. Okay. And then we need to have arm for the motors. Now, I like this idea better. Motor. Belt. Are those going to be fast enough? Those arms. You need the stuff every 1024. You need 1 belt and 2 motors every 1024. This will give us 1 belt every 512. This will give us 1 motor every 256. Yes, that's fine. This is going to output over here. Oopsie. There, and there. Still running low on power on Jeff. So that's going to come over to this side. And then we just do the same exact thing. Like that. Like this. Only flipped, obviously. Here. Here. And then up there. You can be motors. You can be belts. And then, after all this is done, we have this here, where we capture extras of these. I didn't capture extras of the initial amount of these, so I should. We'll go with 200 of those, which is going to steal them all right now. And then we'll, at the end, we'll again do this, there. And we'll have 400 of these once they get to the end. I should probably make more of these. This is going to make, what did I say, 4 every 1024. You're going to need 4, not that we want this to be full speed, but 4 every 4096, plus 2 every 4096. That's 6. Plus 2 is 8. Plus 4 is 12. Plus 4 is 16 every 4096. That's 4 every 1024, which is exactly how many we're making. Creepy. But I want more than that. So, this needs a move again. Should have done it. Totally should have waited. Up here someplace. And let's add in 2 more of these guys like this. That way we have a little bit extra for future Wally. I did that perfectly. How did I manage that? That's for when we want to have them to build with and stuff. So that should be okay. I could tell you to not grab so many. We're making 6 every 1024. I could say, hey, you only grab 1 every 512, for example. That way you don't grab all of them. You grab half of them. Which isn't entirely what we want, because we might want, you know, more of them to go this way. But this way we get that initial buffer still filled up. Maybe not quite as often. I think I'd like that idea. Let me know your thoughts on that one. And what else did we unlock just now? I've forgotten already. Again, brain works. We had the other splitters, which I don't think we're going to use. That's this one and the other one. I'll put it this way because that's the way I did the other ones. There we go. We need to play with the stackers yet. They take belts 3, which we just made, so we could add those onto the end. Plus motors and computers for the stackers. So we might want to try those out. Arms Mark IV we'll do a little bit later. Go into V-Search again. Yeah, let's do... do the other arms, and that way we'll be able to do Arms Mark IV. Influencer 4 as well. Let's see. Draw productivity-based ones. We should probably do nuclear power, though. That would be the smart thing. 80,000. Holy cow. Yeah, let's do that. Totally do that. And then let's come down here. Here? Yes, here. And we're going to add another one of these. I think. Take the influencers out, but that's okay. And we're going to go electric with this, so we'll simplify the mining side here, or the mining and smelting stuff here. Take this much. Let's find some more iron. That's a nice big patch of iron right there. Let's just go... Oh, what the heck. Let's just do it like this. Oh, really? I don't have that many labs? Okay. Take these out, though. I might end up moving this thing around a little bit. You can go... right there. And there. And then down here, I need to move it just a little bit. Needs to either... probably just go 2 blocks... yeah, just go 2 blocks to the right. If I can find the right spot here. I should have left the corner open. I botched it. That column. But I don't know whether it's the right row or not. You know? That'll work, I think. Then out here. That will be... it'll hit the lab. Right? Because the lab's going to be... here. Alright, so we need to go over by... 1, 2, 3, 4 more. Let's leave that belt there just so that I have a place to measure from. And then I can move the influencer back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Move the influencer back over here. And then I can move this belt as well. So we have basis for comparison there. These were Mark II burners. So we're going to want Mark II electric burners. I don't have the Mark IIIs yet. You, and you. And then we have this. These can just be... actually, let's just do it this way then. These can just be centered. Like that. We have a belt that comes in. It's Mark II also. And that comes in from over here. We'll do this here like this. And we need 13 Mark II miners up here on the iron. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And let's do it this way. Mark II belt. You go here to there. You go here. You come up, merge, and then we'll go over. And then we'll go up. We'll just turn it in right here. Could have done it later, I suppose. A merger. Mark II. And then a bunch of arms, Mark II. And that should do. We might need more 2s as well. But right now we got 2 out of 80. We are 480 out of 10,000. So we were producing twice as many of these, thereabouts, than these. So by adding this, we're now more even, I think. We'll see how that works as well. Just because, well, I don't know. But we'll see. So I think what we'll do is we will leave this here for now. And in the next episode, we will probably be getting nearly done with this, and we can take a look at that, which means, of course, setting up a little bit more rocket infrastructure to make sure we get, get the rockets to, and I'll probably just continue this belt along that way, and set up another rocket. Because otherwise we're good to go here. We just need to split the fuel off. We took this all out. Yeah. We'll need to send a colonization rocket, though, so we'll have to get that switched over briefly, so we can set that up. We'll send over a launch pad as well, and we can send over some starting materials as well. Yeah. I may want to start building up buffer boxes then of those things, or at least get them on the belt, so that we don't have the hassle we had with setting up Jeff. But also I want to spend the time, while that's kind of getting queued up and buffered up, working on stuff over here, like these types of things, rather than waiting for everything to get delivered properly. So I think we will do that also. Did I do the long arm long arms? No, I didn't do the long arms yet. So that'll be the next thing we do after that, as well as maybe the next miners. No, we already have miners Mark III. We'll do assemblers Mark III also soon, and then probably furnaces Mark III. We already have Mark IV of those, but these ones. We want to do that way we can upgrade everything to Mark III as well. So I think we'll leave this here, and in the next episode we will continue. We'll start working toward nuclear power. It's probably going to be a couple of more episodes before we actually get started on it, but we'll work toward it. We'll get Wally colonized and go with that, and then we'll see what else comes up in the game later as we go. So thank you all for joining me, and I'll see you all then. Bye for now.